on the 6th of May we got 40 meat chicks for our local farm store, and we kept them for the first week in a brooder in the back room of our house under a heat lamp. All going well, apart from the children did like to get in and cuddle them when they were very, very cute.
As a reminder when it stings, when you're busy.
Luckily they don't stay cute that long, and they soon moved them into a brooder attached to the main run, and they had a heat lamp out there, and they stayed there for another 2 weeks.
Turn this way.
Once they reached 3 weeks, we then took the heat lamp away and we moved them outside into our chicken tractor, which we built from scratch, just out of scrap wood and materials that we had lying around pretty much. There is a video on this that you can watch if you want to know how to build a chicken tractor or see how we built our chicken tractor.
Where the rainbow sets sides. That's where courage lies.
It was really good to see the chickens on fresh pasture and being able to move them daily. It kept the parasites down. Obviously it meant we didn't need to muck out, and it was fertilising the garden as it went as well. So yeah, really beneficial for both them and us.
This way. It doesn't.
We are having a dry run through of dispatching 5 chickens this morning. So it's only week 7, so it's an early week, but because we were expecting to have the whiz-bang chicken plucker made by this point, and that's not happened just because the polytunnel's really overrun. A few chickens that just don't quite make that 8-week mark have eaten too much. They look obese, they look like they're struggling. So we are going to dispatch 5 today, just so that next weekend we're kind of set up and we can decide how we're going to do it, whether we're going to do it over 2 days, or because some are still small, so I think some might carry over to week 9. So yeah, it's just a case of a dummy run to just see how it goes, how long it takes us. I've never dispatched chicken before, have dry plucked, which I did not enjoy, never scalded, so really it's for my benefit to just get to see how it goes and how we can improve things for next weekend.
So, one scalded chicken, most of the hand plucking is easy enough to just pull off, just clumps like that. Just like that. They just like rub off, but then you get left with these odd bits. So just pull off all the feathers, all you can, like that. Bearing in mind these chickens have had a wonderful life in our chicken tractor, moved 2-3 times a day, and each one we sort of are very grateful for its sacrifice. And then once you get to the point whereby it's a fairly plucked clean chicken, I find it's really simple just to use one of these brushes just to take those all those little hard to reach places, like in the back of the wing there. And down the neck. Into the leg. So literally a couple of seconds like that, and you've got like I mean, it's worth building a tub plucker if you're going to DIY. But you know what? If you're in a pinch and you've got 1 or 2 to do, so we're only doing a few today, you got a fairly clean meat tin chicken with little to no investment other than a cordless drill. And I mean, that's a fairly clean chicken. There's a couple of pin feathers on there, but they'll pick out.
So yesterday we processed 20 of the meat chicks, and we have 13 left in here. These are predominantly the girls, so we processed most of the roosters. We did a few week 7, and we had a couple that were getting to sort of heart failure, so we did those as well. So yeah, these ones get to live another week because they're slightly smaller, being the females, and they seem in pretty good shape, healthy, no worries with them. So yeah, our flock has reduced, and just enjoying the garden, enjoying the fact that the polytunnel is up, potatoes are growing, it's all good. I'll give a lowdown on how we've been organising the chickens. We did 20 chickens, and we split them between whole chickens and portioned them into legs and breasts, and boiled up the carcasses, made some stock, which, yes, it's not canned yet, that's to come. Can't do it all in a day. And bag of wings for barbecuing. So it's just trying to get all the chicken into the best usable cuts, really.
One scalded chicken. I'll pull these lumps off, all these wing feathers off first, and then just, you know, the normal, just take the worst of the feathers off, like that, just because it's easy. And then, if you don't come too close, they go everywhere. The next adoration of
This is Mark 2.
this mark, this is Drill Plucker Mark 2. Reverse it, go that way. That is one clean-ish.
Dare come close now.
Yeah, you can come close. Look, all these, the little pin feathers that you get round the vent and round underneath the wings and stuff like that. Just, there's still a tiny bit of cleaning up to do, but let me just wash it off.
Well, you're only 1 minute and 40 seconds in so far.
So, there's a couple of feathers there, and there's one there.
So in the absence of the tub plucker,
I mean, we're doing tub plucker. Tub plucker build is happening.
for sure, it's definitely happening.
But
For now.
do you know what? For good enough. Okay, so all it is basically a bolt with a lock nut on a permanent solvent weld PVC stop end with, now I used the moulding line to basically draw 45-degree angles on it, and then drilled a 16mm hole for the plucking fingers and just pulled them through, and she just spins like that. I mean, if you want to get really fancy, you could probably mount it like on a table and then like present the chicken to it, but I just, for ease, like,
Get you out of a jam.
Yeah.
To the last 13.
yeah.
Perfect.
Uh, 2.1.